We're now logging into CMdigitalACE. CMdigitalACE is an iPad application that redefines math instruction by empowering the students to personalize their learning using dynamic research, proven math curriculum. So you're looking at the iPad here that shows classes, assignments, and then any notices. I'm going to get out of this and click Done. I want to show you that anytime a student or teacher rather wants to change the course syllabus, she could do that by clicking on Course Syllabus. We're going to go into Course 2, and up is going to come all of the available topics. So it's going to be Algebra 1, Geometry, Algebra 2, Course 1, 2, as well as 3. And then on the right-hand side are all of the current topics that I want to teach during my Period 5 class. So let's make up a scenario where I have some 7th graders who are a little bit more advanced than the rest of the class, and I believe that they're ready to learn linear functions, linear equations, and analyzing linear equations. So I could scroll down to Course 3 and simply tap on the 3 topics that I want to move to the right-hand side, click on the Add button, and then on the bottom you'll see that they've moved down and they're numbered 19, 20, and 21. I could change the sequence by simply tapping on Edit and then dragging them to the sequence that I feel is more appropriate. Again, we'll do this with linear functions. Okay, so, whoops, let's see. So I have linear equations is number 11, 13. Oh, I have one too many here, so I'm going to tap to delete it on the red button and click Delete. Okay, we're going to get out of this. I'm going to cancel. Yes, I do want to cancel. And then notice that the lesson opener shows me an overview of information, an introduction, the learning goals, the essential ideas, as well as the learning standards. So this is going to be the same for all lesson openers. It's going to show the same information. We're going to go to our settings, and I'm going to tap on Class Options and Settings, and this is going to show you that if the students have one iPad to each student, I'd want to turn this setting on to allow them to save their passwords. If the students are using iPads on a rolling cart, I want to turn this feature off because I certainly don't want them to have access to another student's information. There are times when I'm teaching and I want the students to use their calculators. I could turn this feature on. And other times I don't want them to use the calculators. I turn it off. And of course, I want to enable them to raise their hands. So I would be able to answer their question at any time during the lesson. Notice we also show the standards. Okay. I could send homework home when I choose to. I'll get to that a little bit later on. We're going to go into another lesson. We're going to pick topic 1. Topic 1, a park ranger's work is never done. And while we're waiting for this to load, after the lesson opener comes the warm-up. And many times the teacher will assign the warm-up for the students to do at the beginning of class to activate any prior knowledge that I have taught. At any time, the teacher has access to the teacher implementation guide. And I click at this little icon here. And within this topic, it's going to show me an activity summary, grouping, and some fantastic strategies for questions. I could also add my own questions should I like, as I've shown you here. All of these supports help the teachers implement the content with fidelity. As the teachers prepare for a lesson and at a point of use, they'll find grouping strategies and they can add their support as needed. We're going to go back into the settings menu. And when I'm ready to start the class, I could click on Start the Class, and it's going to take us back, okay, to where we started. And then we're going to go into US shirts. So we're going to go into Topic 2. Lesson 5. Sometimes, while teacher is teaching, she wants all eyes to be on her. And so she'll do that by tapping on All Eyes on Me, which will take the student to what the teacher has on her iPad and also be listening to whatever the teacher has to say. This is the warm-up. I'm going to go into cost analysis now. So within the cost analysis, I can at any time when the students are doing their work, take a quick poll or, in other words, a quick formative assessment. And I could do that by tapping on this button here, typing in the question that I want to ask the students, and then typing in some answers by multiple choice A, B, C, or D. Students would automatically populate the question that they think is the correct answer, and this will allow me as a teacher to find out or uncover how the students are responding, who needs remediation, or whether I need to reteach this lesson. We're going to click Done. On the right-hand side, in addition to the little hand, so I'm raising my hand, I could also tap on the filter right here. Looks like a little champagne glass. And the filter, I'm going to tap on all of my students and apply the filter to enable the students to collaborate with each other, to share their information. If I tap or swipe from left to right, notice that I could add a note at any point in time, or perhaps I want to pin something, which allows me to keep that information right here at the top where I could see it. Or let's say in the warm-up, I want to pin my table of values so that I can complete my graph and connect the points on the coordinate plane. While we're in the warm-up, I want to show you that in addition to me writing in my answers, I could put in 265, excuse my handwriting, for 25, put a check mark. Let's get out of that. I can also tap into, oops, 1B. Let's tap inside. And I can also decide to type my answers or my coordinates in nice and neatly. So in this case, it would be parentheses, 6, 6, 2, 5, put my parentheses, tap my check mark, and I could keep it there. Another option that I had is that I could also take a picture of another student's work. So I tap on my camera, and there it is, a snapshot of somebody else's handwritten paperwork, which will allow me to use a variety of resources to show the teacher how I'm thinking, what I'm thinking, and to promote math proficiencies. Now, after I complete my set of tables and all of my work, the teacher is going to want to, at some time, select students' work by simply tapping next to the Carnegie Learning, logo with a check mark. And I could show as a teacher up to 4 students' presentation. I think I forgot one here. Let's see. I'm going to add one. Okay. I'm going to tap on my presentation button here on top. And what this will allow the teacher to do is to drag up to 4 students' work and then present them to the class. If she chooses, she could circle answers. Okay, just circle to that. Okay. I could go back. I could also tap on just one student's work and tap on the pencil and put right on it, nice job. Okay, and go back, and then I'm done with this exercise. Okay, the last thing I want to be able to show you is I can assign homework right from my iPad with one tap on the open book. You see, I can assign the students US shirts. Perhaps I want them to complete all the odd numbers. But I want to change the date to, let's change it to June 10th. Okay, that they could start it. And then I also want the due date to June 16th. Done. I could write in any instructions as I choose and then save it. So whether the students are at a ball field or whether a student is watching their sister or brother at practice, they do not need to have internet access. They can work on their assignments, and then once they reconnect to the internet, all the information gets pushed out to the cloud. Thank you so much for allowing me to present at your district, and I look forward to partnering with you. Have a great day.